What If It's Cool is proudly brought to you by Respo Clothing. Feel like a champion by wearing the merch from all the stars, including Luke Resner, B Squared, Savannah Rowe, John Stop Action, Nova Nichols, The Cooters, and my personal favourite, Conflict Axiom. So feel like a champion by checking out Respo Clothing. They can be found on Facebook and on Instagram. In the mood for some wrestling? Make sure to check out the Melbourne Wrestling Show every Thursday at 10 PM on Channel 31. Need a custom entrance video, graphic, or hype reel made? Make sure to check out Goated Wrestling Media on Instagram so you too can be the greatest of all time. Want your best dance moves or sporting event captured on film? Make sure to check out Have a Nice Day Productions, where every day is a nice day. Need some promo shots or your event filmed and edited? Or make sure to check out Adrian Cassar Media for all your media needs. Want to stand out from the crowd with an amazing photo shoot? Well, make sure to check out Jamsta Photography so you too can stand out from the crowd. Survive, the show where we talk about anything and everything that is cool in the world today. I am your host, Daniel Corcoran.
Whoa. Hey.
What?
You're not the host.
What are you still doing here?
Girls only, mate. Girls only. Get out of here.
Bye.
Off you go.
Alright, fine. I'll just produce the goddamn thing. Jesus Christ.
Ta-ta. Farewell,
The
mate.
shit I deal with on this fucking program.
Goodbye.
Hey.
Damn.
God.
She's so moody.
Anyway, I'm Nova Nichols. And I'm joined. Okay.
I'm okay, as we are. I'm
And-
Eleaine Hope, your girl.
Mm.
And I'm Chrissie B.
This is 3's a vibe. Us three are literally just going to chat shit. You know, probably shit on DPC because he deserves it. And
Hey. Just remember who produces and pays you guys, okay?
I will purposely go get a vegan meal for you at the next show I see you at.
We told you this is girls only. I'm sorry, homie.
Fine.
Yeah.
Just
Get out of here. Off you go.
I mean, I can't blame him. I mean, look at this trio of girls. Everyone would want to be part of it. But
Yeah.
no. We're
Something
busy.
we were talking about before we got on air was the Powerpuff Girls, because we were trying to decide the who's who of the Powerpuff Girls. Because I'm adamant that I am Buttercup because I'm just very mean.
And I just got an angry temper when you piss me off. I take forever to cool down.
Yeah, I'm Bubbles. That's an easy one. We've already determined I've got the Bubbles of the group, but the two of you are a bit of a mix of Blossom and Buttercup. So it's kind of now trying to work out which one is which. Buttercup is tough. She's independent. She's brash. She's quick-tempered. She's empowering, the confident, and she's the toughest fighter of the group. So which one of you has the worst temper?
Have you seen me during the show?
Hang on. If I can just chime in for 1 second.
Oh,
Sorry, so if the one who has the biggest temper, and this is because I've seen her watching Adelaide, is definitely Eleaine. Sorry,
You haven't seen me watch Essendon.
That's
Have
because
you
you never
watched the show
invited
now
me.
with me?
You've never
That's
invited
because
me to
I
come
never.
watch you.
That's because watching the games is physically painful. Being an Essendon supporter is rough.
Do you know how great it is to be a Crow supporter this year? I'm so happy. Oh, it's great this year.
look, honestly, Blossom's not far off. She's a leader. And I mean, look, Nova, First Lady of Cooter Country, leadership skills, you know, you kick
Yeah, but I'm not the leader of the Cougars. JP Bamford's the leader.
Yeah, but like you do a really good job of that with him, and then
They'll
you know
with all of them.
sane and tame.
I gotta rein them all in. They're all nightmares.
You know, mature, responsible, knowledgeable. I mean, you know, you've been around quite some time, very knowledgeable, positive nature, and you know, you have the sass when you need it to keep us in line. So
When you're right, you're right.
So I do see some Blossom, whereas mine is easy. I'm just the emotional sensitive. I mean, look, I don't even need to say more than that. The emotional sensitive, you know, that's it. We know I'm Bubbles. We don't even need to
Oh, no, we don't need to debate that one.
We don't need to debate that one. So, yeah, I think maybe that did solve it. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. That's the main thing. That's what we are.
True.
Something like that.
So have we decided then? Bubbles?
But yeah, I guess I'll be Blossom then.
Blossom.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be Blossom.
Yeah, I am Buttercup.
We got to keep her out of trouble.
The only reason I ended up being Blossom is purely because of the Cooters. So thanks a lot, Cooters. That's for you.
Blame the boys. Blame the boys.
All right.
So, for those of our fans and our followers that don't really know much of our backstory, what can we kind of tell them about how we all got into wrestling? Because I feel like we've all got different stories.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That was how many years ago? I've been doing this for nearly 8 years. So that's 8 years ago now. So I've got to try and recap on how I got into this shit.
Same.
So I got into wrestling through a friend of mine, and I was with an ex-partner at the time, and the ex-partner and I were going to go down and try out. And then there was so much happening in my life because I was like playing netball and stuff that we just didn't have the time. And then I broke up with that partner, and then I ended up trying to like just fill some time. So I messaged this friend and I was like, do you guys still want female wrestlers? And then I went down and started training, and that, yeah, I just ended up never leaving, which if anyone tells you to start wrestling, don't do it. It's a trap. It's a trap, I'm telling you, because you'll never leave.
That's true.
Yeah. We've got Nova Nichols now, and honestly, like, why would we not want to have Nova Nichols around? So
sometimes I like look back and I'm like, I wonder what would happen if I didn't end up like trying out in the end, if I would just kept playing netball and stuff. But like I've made so many good friends along the way, and I've done so many cool things that I wouldn't trade it, but there are certainly parts I wouldn't like keep around. But that's part of life, isn't it? Just like you have things that happen that you don't want to remember, and then you have things that happen that you are so grateful for. So, you know, I'm happy to be in wrestling, I guess, to a degree.
I mean, you are a big joy in our lives.
Oh, stop. You guys are too kind. Chrissie B, how did you get into wrestling?
Wow. So with me, I was 5 when I started watching wrestling with my mum. She was always a wrestling fanatic, rest her soul, and it just clicked. Like I just became the biggest wrestling fan ever. Never imagined I would ever be involved, but I think it was 2010, 2011. I discovered Australian wrestling, and I realized that I had a lot of them locally. George Julio, like locally here, NAW.
Oh, good old George.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
George.
I started going to those shows. And then, you know, something just clicked. You know, you've always wanted to do it, and I'm like, you know what, I'll give it a go. Didn't do really well in terms of in the ring, but I always had like a want to do other things. So I tried out the manager stuff, and that went really well at the time. And then I got married and then had some issues, and I had to pull myself out. And now that that's kind of all dealt with, and you know, single mum got herself back on track, I came back in. Funny story. I don't know if I should tell the story of how I came back.
No, tell it.
No, you should. Yeah,
I
you should.
As the producer of this show, tell that story, please.
Go away.
So I matched with someone on a dating app who's currently in wrestling, and they brought me back in. Yes.
Yes,
So
how good.
Now that did not work out. I can honestly say that did not work out. It was more platonic, but look, it got me back, and here I am, Alpha, Busy Bee, managing other wrestlers, branching out to other companies. So we can definitely thank him for bringing me back in at the time. So
thank you, mystery person.
Cheers, mate. You're the best.
look, he's given me permission to say who he is, but I'm a bit.
Name him.
Yeah, let's name this person. Who is it?
Yeah. Who was that person, Chrissie?
Mind your business, DPC.
Problem. No, Eleaine will lose her shit.
No, let's do it.
I know who it is.
You piqued my interest.
Eleaine is going to lose her shit.
You piqued my
Hey,
interest.
wait. Elaine doesn't know.
No,
I don't know.
Just tell me the name.
I don't know either.
Oh, can I reveal it? Oh, me.
Yes, say it. Tell us.
Me.
I'm dying to know who it was.
It was
My uncle, Johnny Della Rocco.
Stop! No way.
My neighbor. My neighbor.
Thank him. You can thank him for bringing me back.
Oh, now I have
Stop.
to be nice to him now.
I know.
Oh, I
I'm
love
sorry.
Rocco. Rocco's
Yeah,
I
a
love
genius.
him.
Me too. Like he's great. Like I'm thankful we matched, and I think we matched because of the wrestling. That's like in our profiles, and we decided to talk about wrestling, so it wasn't, very strong platonic connection, and that's why you see him and I so silly, and we can be really good platonic friends, and whatever. We went on a date, whatever. I tease him about it all the time.
I
Had
love
to be my
Rocco.
neighbor.
I know, right? But yes, you can thank him for bringing me back in.
I'll thank him during our next fortnight sesh, which
You
will
can thank
probably be
James
tonight.
Marshall for me getting into wrestling.
Ooh, so he's the friend.
So James Marshall's the friend, and then through him I actually met my fiance as well, who shall not be named because to this day it's still a secret.
And I should also point out, I still love him very, very, very much.
So do I. But yeah, through James Marshall I met my fiance as well. So
Love that. Look at us coming into wrestling through all these people that are still
love I love it when fans are like, "Oh, you seem to be a pretty big fan of, such and such," and I'm like, "Oh, I just really like their wrestling."
Yeah.
See, with me and Rocco,
because everyone knows my fiance.
no one picked it with me and Rocco. When I said like someone brought me back in, they never
I never would have guessed that.
Yeah,
No, I would never guess
I didn't
Rocco.
know.
Right. But see, we have things in common outside of wrestling as well. We're both teachers and we connect over that. So, but that's how platonic we are. That's how good of friends we are that you would never think.
No, I never would have
But
guessed that.
I see Rocco on a daily basis, and I'm usually like,
Oh, it was ages now. It's almost 2 years now. It's been almost 2 years now. So it's yay, I'm back. Thank you, Rocco. And I still remind him every day.
Elaine, how did you get into wrestling?
Well, obviously I watched it growing up back in SA, but it was kind of hard in a country town. But 2015, just before New Year's, I moved over, started going to shows more regularly in 2017, and during that time, I was like meeting people and stuff. By that year, I was like I was friends with someone like called Ree. And then I was like talking to a few of the wrestlers quite regularly because I was getting to know them as well. And then all of a sudden MCW was like, "Oh, hey, we have the academy now." So fun story. I'm actually one of the first class, and I was probably the one of so many girls that actually went through the training. Because out of my session, there was multiple class sessions, and I was the only girl that came from my class. And then after a while, I was like, I wasn't really feeling motivated anymore at MCW. So about 2022, I actually left at 2021 and went to Relentless in 2022. And then I've been wrestling ever since. And then wrestling's brought so much to me. Like, I've got my fiance, some of my best friends on the planet. I mean, now it's also brought me a giant debt called a wedding, but
dude, same though.
An annoying Rocco. But
yeah, see, I'm glad I could pass him on.
Yeah, thank you. But no, ever since I've always wanted to do it. That was the one thing I kept saying, but I had a lot of people going like, "Nah, you ain't doing it. You're not doing this. You ain't doing that." And I was like, I'm gonna do this one way or another. There's no stopping me. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm always ending up doing it.
Yeah, 100%. Like I was very similar to you in wrestling. I was very similar to you in wrestling, whereas I was pretty much the only girl at APW for a very long time. It would have been like maybe a year that I was the only female trainee there until Misfortune came along. So yeah, it's so hard being one of the only females in an all-male it's an all-male industry as it is. Like, you're starting to see more and more females coming through. But when you're the only girl in the locker room, like, it can be real difficult.
Challenging.
Yeah, like, 100%.
I mean, then we had other girls come through and stuff for MCW, but because of how the system was run there, it was a different how everyone else was run.
Yeah.
But when I came to Relentless, it was totally different. Like, I had Erica. Usually I'm at one stage I was the only girl training for such a long time. But now we've got other girls coming in, which is super great. Like, I'm constantly hanging out with one of them at training. She's super sweet and everything. And, like, we'll be working at, hi, Poobo, what's up? Oh, what's wrong, baby boy? But, like, it's good being able to help others too, because, like, one of the things I've always wanted to do in wrestling was help everyone I can.
Yeah, no, I feel you, dude. Like, I was very lucky that I was trained by Jason Crash. So, and he would, like, bring me to the front of the class every class, especially with, like, when we had new intakes and stuff.
Yep.
And he'd be like, this is a female. You have to hit her the same as you're going to hit everyone else.
I get the same thing.
Something, if you pull something, she's going to hit you back twice as hard. And he's 100% correct. Yeah. Like, I can't, like, do anything if you don't make contact with me. Because, like, how the fuck am I supposed to work with that? You know?
I know. I'm in the same boat, because that was the same thing that JXT and Phil would say. Especially JXT, you'd be like, who gives a shit if Elaine's a girl? You know, just as you hit the boys, because trust me, she'll hit you twice as hard. And legit. Times.
Like, people have seen Fortune and I go at it, and they see how hard we lay into each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's how hard everyone should be laying into me. I don't want anyone pulling shit because I'm a girl. Like, I distinctly remember one of the last shows I worked for MX. I was in the ring with Jackson Wilde, and he gave me a chop, and he chopped my shoulder. And we talked about it. I was like, why did you chop me here instead of my chest? And the sweet little angel turned around and he's like, oh, I wasn't sure if I should chop you in the chest because you've got, you know. And he was trying, because he's like, I didn't know if you were more sensitive. And I was like, bless your sweet angel heart, you lovely kid.
He's so considerate, though. That's so sweet.
I wish I could have that, because I usually get kicked in the tit at training.
Dude, I can't remember what show it was. Oh, Will Walker. When I wrestled Will Walker at Adrenaline, he just straight kicked me in the boob. You can see it in the footage. He just hoofed my tit. And I was like, I'm sorry. That was rude. I was like, that was aggressive.
Oh my gosh. I think this was funny, because we did the seminar with Brian before, with the last MXW tour he did with us. I mean, that was also a fun night, the Friday night, teaching him Australian words.
Oh my God, how good was that? Trying to teach him that, like, the C word is a nice word to say to people, and mate is not a nice word.
I know. It's so funny, because we're doing training. Everyone kept kicking me in the boob, and I'm just there. I'm there at one stage, like, clutching, rolling out of the ring, clutching my boob, and all the boys, like, lucky. Fortunately, a couple of them were new, so I couldn't really be too mad at them. But a couple of boys were like, I've known for ages, and one of them was Lockie. So we're doing the bit where we're doing what he's telling us to do, and I'm just laying in a couple of kicks. We are like, this is what you get for not doing the dishes, but really it's like, this is what you get for kicking me in the boob.
For those playing along at home, when I mentioned getting kicked in the boob by Will Walker, DPC lost his shit, and I wish you could have all seen it.
Well, you girls have told me it's not about me being on the show, so I didn't put the mic on, so it's one of the funniest things I've
ever.
I think because I used the phrase hoofed my tit, I think he did.
Yes, that's it.
Just straight kicked me, and I was like, excuse you. Reel it in, please.
Please don't. They're sensitive.
Legit, there was a match I wrestled Blake Curtis, and he does this thing where he, like, pins your arm behind his leg, and he just clubs you straight in the chest. And I was like, dude, calm down. Like, first of all, those who know. Second of all, just reel it in, babe. It doesn't have to be that aggressive.
No.
That's funny, but see, that's the thing. I think that's kept me happy to be outside
and not getting your ass handed to you.
Yeah, but that was one of the struggles for me, though, because I was never that athletic. Now, I've always been a bigger girl. I've always been curvy, and I think that's been an internal restriction to my own self, because I'm like, no, I can't flip, I can't do this, I can't do that. But I know that if I actually tried, I probably could, because I see everyone else around me more than capable of doing things like that. But I think for me, it's just a fear.
You're 100% correct, because I was the exact same, because I was a lot bigger and I was like, I can't do this because I'm this size. But when you actually like get out of this part and do it, you're like, oh, fuck, okay, maybe I can do it.
I mean, I can't talk because I've always been on the smaller side of things. So, and also putting on weight was always been a hard struggle for me, because being athletic for so many years, like doing all the sports I did, like it was hard to keep on weight. I was either losing it or I was busy building muscle, and right now really building muscle now has actually been helpful, because like I actually struggled at times lifting people. I mean, now you still don't see me lifting many people, but still, like I just was like, I couldn't do a body slam for such a long time.
Because that's not a bad thing though, because your wrestling style doesn't dictate you lifting people.
I know, that's
you know, whereas like my wrestling style dictates me lifting everyone.
You just
you do it. You do it good. Like I keep saying, like I'd want her to lift me and freaking that. Like honestly, but I think it just goes to show that as women in the industry, there is a lot of, I guess, stereotypes and vital expectations and all this kind of thing that is difficult to push through. But I feel like we're at a place right now in wrestling where none of it really matters anymore. I think
you're 100% right.
Like be themselves. There's no bullying. There's no harshness within the locker rooms. Everyone is so supportive.
We grew up in an era of women's wrestling where you had to have fake boobs to be a great wrestler.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas like you see a bunch of wrestlers these days, like if you put me next to Harper Sky, who is like literally comes up to my chest height, we're two entirely different body types and like two entirely different types of wrestlers, but we both still belong in the ring
100%.
doing stuff, you know?
100%. And that's why I think I look at the industry now and I'm like, thank God things have turned out the way they have, and they're not the way they were a decade ago where it wasn't like this for us. And I feel like looking at women like Miss Fortune, like Vixen, doing the deathmatch stuff, you know, carrying the MXW World Heavyweight Championship, I look at that and I think, wow, like
legit
empowerment,
breakout championship. I look at it and I think, hang on a minute, no, this is our time. Like we've made it. We've gotten through all of those struggles, and you know what? The women's industry right now is kicking ass. Like I will say, we are kicking ass.
Yeah,
not me. I say I'm just.
No, you are too though, because you're still in the industry doing stuff. You're still here doing things, so you're kicking ass just as much as we are.
We are
in my own way, I guess.
Yeah, well, like in the ring or out of the ring, you're still doing shit that makes you important to this industry. You're still a key piece in the puzzle, you know?
Like, look what you're doing now with all the articles too now. Like,
yeah, legit.
That's a big thing. Like, I don't know of many female, especially in Australia, that are writing articles for, like, wrestling.
Well, you know what, my background helps me. Like I've my 4-year uni degree, very helpful in that sense. But
you're like one of the only females who's like an actual correspondent on shows as well.
Yeah,
like you don't see very many shows with female correspondents doing the interviews, talking to people in amongst the locker room and shit. You don't see a lot of that on shows anymore.
No, you don't.
But you're sitting there doing that for all of us, you know? Like you're just as important to the ongoings of a show as us in the ring.
Yeah.
Look, if anything, I want to make you guys look good. So really,
and you do.
You do.
You absolutely do.
Oh, you also look good while doing it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I try. I got to try.
DPC, mate. Oh.
I mean, look, I took his job technically. Like when I came into Alpha, he was doing the interviews, and then I kind of took that.
And they're so much funner.
Yes, and look, I've even opened the door to the live stream that I do every week as well now. So the Alpha Nation live stream, that's every Tuesday night. We jump on with the Alpha Nation, and
for some reason, every time we do it, I go on. I'm always at the gym.
You know what? But that's actually been such an amazing opportunity to just connect with the crowd and just, give them back a little bit of that, support that they give to us. And it really does stir the pot. Like some of the arguments, some of the things they say, I just sit there and I just laugh. But it is really good. And it kind of makes it difficult for me to kind of change the way I am at Alpha. Like my character's kind of just kind of has to stay the way she is, you know? Like, I can't do anything unkind or I can't be mean because I'm like, with the alpha nation, like, I'm so connected to them. I just feel like I can't. Whereas that other promotions, yes, I can come out and whatever. I don't have that connection, but the Alpha Nation, I don't know. I'm really bonded to them.
Oh no, I'm the same with Adrenaline because I've been like such a huge face at Adrenaline for so long. I've just been like this big superhero at APW for the entirety of my career.
Yeah,
I'm just like so connected in that there's like no way I could ever change. Like
so
I don't think I could accept a heel Nova at APW. Like, I would literally just, that's the thing, like, it'd be something that would make me cry. Like, no, why are you breaking my heart like this? And that's the kind of thing I imagine as well. It's like, if I was to ever not be faced at Alpha, I feel like it'd just be.
Yeah, I couldn't. I've been the superhero for so long that I couldn't imagine not being who I am there.
And you have that connection with the crowd. Like, the crowd is so responsive to you. Like, I've told you this before. My daughter's bought like your older gear, your leotard.
Oh, bless.
It's not one of those. She wears it and, like, you know, she does her little Nova entrance and then wear her Misfortune outfit. She's got the flame trackies that she has.
Oh my God.
And now she's got her Eleaine Hope shirt. And
so she'll be dressing in Jordans and everything.
That's why you do it. This is why
you do it. Exactly right.
This is why Eleaine and I do this shit, because like you get the young girls like your daughter who look up to us as role models and be like, they can do that. Why can't I do that?
Like, as much as she loves the guys, it's all about the women for her.
Yeah.
Like, she literally turns up to these shows to see her role models. Like, oh my God, I love her. Look at her. She's kicking ass. Look at how pretty she looks. And she just is in awe of all of you. Like, even Harper, she's obsessed with Harper. She's just love. Like, even the glow up, the glow up, like Rochelle and Charlie, even though like they are booked heels most of the time, she loves them.
Yeah, that's why you do it, mate.
And she sits here, she's watching wrestling on the go. Like, she's just sunk into the archives of Breakout. Like, she's gone.
God.
She was watching when, what was it? What number was it? Like 20? Breakout 20, when I think, Nova, you were tagging with Crash and it was against...
Oh, no!
It was against Fortune. Fortune was heel and someone else.
Like Curtis.
Yes. And then...
Oh, my God.
And she was
sorry to interrupt for a second, but I want to ask this because I have seen that match. Would you ladies do a reaction to that video of that match? Because
don't make me watch it again.
No, because it shows a baby Nova, as you like to say, in her element as well. But also, it's another side of Misfortune we haven't seen in a long time. It also shows how much you guys have progressed in your careers.
But then I have to see myself teaming with Crash, and like our
that's the. Can you not mention the name of the person that I want to throw in a wall?
Okay. Just speed round just quickly. What's your favorite Jason Crash story? We'll go with Eleaine first.
Oh God!
I'm sorry. What now? Why do we need to talk about him and ruin the mood? We're ruining the vibe.
It's what if it's cool, regardless if this is 3's a vibe, right? We have to get this.
I don't want to talk about him.
I've known him for fucking nearly 8 years. And 8 years too many, mate.
Majority of the time, I'm yelling at him with Chrissie.
I need him in the face once.
That's
wait. Let's hear this. What happened?
So it was my 21st birthday party, and it was a wrestling theme, so we were dressed up as wrestlers. And I was 3/4 cut by this point, and he'd had a few as well. So we were just piss fucking around, like fighting in the backyard and stuff. And he's like, "Jump into my arms," and I was like, "Fucking bet." So he does this big like setup, and I do this huge run up, and he dips his head as I jump, and I just knee him straight in the face. And I just remember lying in the grass, like half lying, half crying, going, "I've broken his nose." And he's sitting there, he's fine. He's sitting there like, "Oh fuck, I can't believe you just got me in the face." I have video footage of it, by the way, because it got sent to me.
Any chance we could possibly put this in this episode?
So I did. No, Jesus. Oh, if I can find it.
Yes, please.
So yeah, I dead set almost broke his nose, and I do it again because it's funny as.
I've just got reminded about the tortilla challenge.
Yeah, that's. I've got a picture of it. I managed to snap a picture. See, that's the match.
Don't show them that.
No, it was quick, but like I don't know. I think it was a 20, like one of the old ones.
It would have been 2019 because we were in the very first factory.
Yeah,
and that was the formation.
I'm like, whoa, that's different.
That was the formation of the original team of Crash and I, because our original team was just he and I, intergalactic jawjackers, and like everyone's always known us two as being like best friends and always very close together. So when it came time to do party crashes, there was no question that he and I were going to be two members. And then we were just very blessed that we had B Squared as well, who are two wonderful people. And we also had JSA, but we also had that panned out, so he can go fuck himself.
I just got reminded that when we were filming the cooking show, Chrissie, what we were doing afterwards
with the
tortillas. You didn't we were just like you weren't gonna do it.
Me and you were protecting each other, and we made the boys kind of just go at it with, mind you, next alpha, we're settling the score because apparently you think you won, but no, Lockie got the water out of his mouth when Crash smacked him with the tortilla. I don't care what he says.
Yeah, to be fair.
So if we need to do one more round, great.
Can I just have this? I'll hit Lockie with the tortilla because I actually need to hit him a couple times for not doing some chores around the house.
Well, you probably get it right because Crash couldn't seem to do it.
Can't I hit both of them?
I don't know why you expect anything out of him.
Yeah,
I was going to say.
Without his glasses on, mate.
He's getting hit with it.
He's blind as shit without his glasses. He can't see what he's doing.
I know he didn't have his glasses on. It was hilarious.
You have to be actually not this close to him for him to see you.
Oh my gosh! Have you seen the clips that she sent me clips of that cooking? It's the funniest shit. You just see her like in the kitchen, like, yep, it's fine.
I'd kill him.
The next 2 episodes, so can't be, won't be. We'll have 2 episodes coming out soon. One with Eleaine Hope, and then one with Jason Crash. Save our soul times 2. So that
your kitchen's still up. It's still fine.
And Nova, while you're here, I'm trying to organize party crashes for the next episode.
Oh, I'll kill them. I'll kill all. If you leave me a confined space with those 3 boys, I will kill them.
And we're making.
Might be there just to watch.
We're going to decorate with buttercream. So I'm going to give you all piping bags.
I love LDZ and PJ Red and even Jason Crash with every ounce of my being. But if you put me in a confined space with them, I will kill them.
Yeah, well, I need you in the space. If it's just me and them, I'll kill them too.
I will punch one of them in the face.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
Can I just be there to watch it? I feel like watching it live would be funnier.
We'll
my God.
Cupcakes. Someone will make the cupcakes and we'll make the buttercream and we'll give everyone a nice little piping bag to decorate the cupcakes.
Oh, no. I don't. That doesn't sound like a great idea, Chrissie.
Look, at this point, after the Crash episode, I don't think...
Who was in the background then, Eleaine? Who was that walking through the background?
It was Lockie.
Ah! Hey, Lockie. Hey, bitch. Pour some tea, bitch. Join in.
No, he won't.
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry, females only. Get out of here.
So we'll have to move on from the Crash talk.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
No more Crash talk.
Please stop. I need therapy now.
How do you think I feel? He's one of my best mates.
But next time I see you, I'll be there with a notepad just writing down all your thoughts while you're just laying on like a makeshift couch.
Oh my God.
I sit there rocking back and forth in the beehive with the amount of takes that man needs to shoot one freaking interview. Like,
can't help himself.
No, I've been there.
The ADHD.
Yeah, he just likes annoying me. That's just the thing. Me and him, he just likes to annoy me.
Oh,
God, now I just want to go punch him. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
See the vibe? Now he just ruined the vibe. Didn't
I know.
he? He ruined the vibe. See? He ruined everything.
Let's
all right,
change
all
the
right.
subject.
I'm sorry. They've ruined the vibe. But let's change Nova was saying. Let's change the subject. What is the for plans for the rest of the year for all you ladies?
Plans for the rest of the year.
Ooh.
Well, I'm still breakout champion. I'm the current reigning defending breakout champion at Adrenaline Pro Wrestling. So my plan is, I suppose, just to keep staying on top. There's like once you're at the top, it's so hard to stay there. So I suppose my goal is just to carry out the rest of the year still being champ and just seeing if I can go the full year being champ.
So does that mean you'll be at Breakout next Friday?
I will be at Breakout on the 13th of June, which is this coming Friday. So yes, I will be there, championship in hand, ready to go.
Love that. Breakout 56. I think that's the next event for
Yes,
for wrestling
56. I have been part of at least 50 of them, give or take.
That's
maybe just below, but out of 56 breakouts, I've been in most of them.
That's definitely a huge accomplishment. What about you, Miss?
One, I really want to get my hands on those Alpha Energy Cup
trophies.
Yeah, but I think the other goal, which I feel, because I'm in my 3rd year, I really want to finally get singles gold.
Yes,
that would
go off, Queen.
Because I've worked my butt off. I've honestly, for interstate, I've honestly paid my own way. It's actually not a known thing that I actually have paid my own way to go interstate. Like both WA trips, I've paid my own way. All that type of stuff. Yes, I got paid for my last trip. They gave me my money back for my flights. But New South Wales, me and Lockie, we made the trip up. Like we paid for petrol ourselves. We never asked for any petrol money. No, nothing. So I'm just at this point. I'm like, yeah, not only do I want to develop like Eleaine and get her out there more, but like I feel like I've done that enough. Where it's like, no, I really want that goal to finally be.
Yeah, 100%.
My hard work's finally getting paid off.
Yeah, 100%. I felt the same way when I won the breakout title because like I chased that title for 6 years, almost 7 years.
Oh yeah, and I remember when you won it. That was
when I won it, I think that was the night that everyone cried. Because I remember being in the ring and all like the guys had come out from the back and they were all so teary. And like Jem Stone's there trying to do announcements and she's like, "Your new breakout champion." And I'm sitting there sobbing like, "I did it!" Oh my god.
Oh, it's such a moment.
Lame.
I remember seeing the Insta. I was like, I think I sent some message over Insta because I wasn't there. I was like, yes, bitch.
Yeah. Everyone was so excited. And I was like, it's about fucking time. Jesus Christ. It only took me fucking 7 years. Chrissie B, what about you, mate?
Yeah, what's your goals this year?
Well, I'm coming up to 1 year now with Alpha. It's coming up, creeping up on me. So
happy anniversary.
Anniversary. It's coming up. I think I'm going to definitely continue being the busy bee on that front. I am currently working with Daniel Cole as his manager, and that is kind of now infiltrated into Peak and MXW. So that's kind of on the horizon a little bit for us for the rest of the year. Look, if other opportunities come up to manage other people, you don't know where you might see me. But at this point, Alpha is home. And I'm very excited because we've got a huge one coming up on the 21st, Alpha versus Energy, and we've already sold out front row. General admission is practically out the door as it is. So it's a huge war. We've got Crackerjack in the mix. I mean, come on, we've just had Crash return. We've got Vixen coming in next show. So we've got quite a few huge names lined up for this one. So I'm very excited. Very excited to see.
We've got some massive shows coming up everywhere. July is already like starting to fill up too. Like
I know.
You've got Malice Wrestling Federation in Hampton Park on July 11th, and then the MXW Triple Header Weekend, which is also July 11th for those who are not in the Southeast, and 12th and 13th because they have the Brian Kendrick back, which is going to be a pleasure because he is such a lovely guy. So
that's Giant Sweetheart.
He is. He's an honorary CUDA as well. So, CUDA confirmed.
I love that.
CUDA
I know
confirmed.
Pete has a few more. Pete just had an event yesterday, and I know they've got a couple more lined up as well.
I know we've got next Saturday, and then I have the dates on my phone, but I just can't be. They're practically going to be weekly after next week.
Weekly. Yeah, they'll be weekly.
Mayhem, we're on June 28th.
Mm-hmm.
So bad to the bone. I'm gonna be there like I normally am. So expect me to be doing something there. And then
I know APW, as well, is building up to anniversary.
Yes, APW is building up to anniversary. So our anniversary show is August, I believe, or July. We're on the road to anniversary at the moment. So, yeah, we've got a breakout this Friday. Couldn't tell you any of the other dates. They're probably in my phone, but I'll wait till they're announced anyway. But, yeah, we are currently on the road to our 7th anniversary. 7 years Adrenaline's been around for.
Oh, my God.
Eleaine, are you doing anything other than that 28th of June? Are you going to be in...
I'm doing MXW on July 11th. I'm going to be at Energy. Obviously, also, from what I'm hearing, I might be at Thursday Night Fights.
I will busy bee myself on that and find out.
I mean, I've heard rumblings, so...
I'll find out, but you are definitely there for Energy because you are in round 2 of the tournament.
I know.
Tradies.
No, tradies. I'll just bribe the tradies. I know how they work, so...
Beer, smokos, yeah.
Exactly,
Okay.
smokos always works. You just give them like a couple cans of beers and you give them some meat pies. They're usually fine.
Yes. Now, I'm actually appearing before all of you because I've got Alpha Nation live stream tomorrow night. So,
bang. Tune in, fellas.
Right, yes.
Ladies.
Tomorrow night, 7:30, as always, I will have the Alpha Nation live stream. And who knows what's going to happen this time? It's always a surprise on the Alpha Nation live stream. I cannot tell you what will happen, but tune in to find out. And hopefully we get some more Can't Be, Won't Be episodes. And like I said, Party Crackers, we've got to organise it.
God.
I'm just going over for the cupcakes and the entertainment.
Buttercream frosting, like, hello, we need this in our lives. And hopefully,
if you want to see Jason Crash and I physically punch on, that's going to be the day.
Okay, as long as you win the fight.
Because, like, I love B squared. I can tolerate B squared. B squared and I are tight, but Jason Crash and I know which buttons to push, so we're just gonna end up in a fist fight.
Well, look, I got
there to help.
I got crash tested in my own kitchen, so
see.
Yeah, I literally got crash tested. I never again.
He's such a dog, such a jerk.
Yeah, like, warn a person before you pull a wrestling move on him. Like,
oh yeah, he doesn't.
No,
such a jerk, mate.
But anyway, I would like to see you knock him out. Like, that would make my day.
Oh, mate, you've got nothing to worry about. I'll just bang, uppercut,
one shot.
I live for that.
Shot. One punch.
Honestly, when Nova's all done up in her CUDA gear, like, I swear she gives mummy a run for her money. She's like our mummy. Like,
it's so funny because when I'm like sat here like this or I have my glasses on, I just look like a massive dork. Like, I don't look intimidating or anything. But the second I put like the chain harness on, the dark lip, and I got my bandana and shit, everyone's like, oh fuck, okay. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of a badass, believe it or not.
The show before, I think she was doing Thursday Night Fights, and she was walking backstage, and every time she'd walk past me, I'd just be like, okay.
So I retired.
I'd just be staring at her like, okay, hello. Like, you do give off that mummy vibe.
Because I retired the leotard, and I was like, it's time to like bring my gear, like the gear I wear everywhere else, here as well. Give the people what they want, because they seem to have a thing for Mama Nichols, just all
Mama Nichols
chain harness. DPC is again losing his fucking mind.
Of course he is.
Of course he is. Honestly, look, she can be the mummy of the trio here, because I've got little Miss Firecracker over there that we need to hold back every time she says something.
Main event Nichols.
I mean, I just go off like a cracker when I have to.
Mate, she'd pull out a sledgehammer if I told her to. Like, should
Yeah,
we go?
I'd back it.
Yeah, I mean, can you blame me though? You hurt my family, I'm gonna murder a bitch.
Literally me. See, this is why I'm protected. I don't wrestle. Why? I'll be in the middle, and I've got Nova on one side. I've got Eleaine on one side. One's got a sledgehammer. One's got a baseball bat. I'm set for life.
I'm waiting for DPC to jump here and be like, all right, ladies, wrap it up here.
No.
Yak, yak, yak.
I can't
Yeah, I
wait to
could,
take
but I'm
over
scared I'm going to get a
school.
scolding. So, you know.
Yak, yak, yak. Well.
I mean,
that's
you guys
listening
don't
to
watch-
us.
Oh my gosh, watching a horror movie with him was funny. Him like ready to throw up during one scene was the best.
Yeah, can we not do horror movies? Just no. No
They're so relaxing.
horror movies.
Hey,
Oh my gosh.
I can't watch Terrified because my internet's playing up right now because we've got an outage.
Oh.
So I'm using my data right now.
Look, maybe we should do a watch along at some point. But
I'm
we just have
watching
to
a
work
fucking
out
horror
something.
movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We'll have to work out something that's not gonna like ick us all out that we can sit through.
We'll
but
have
look,
to pick matches. We'll just have to watch it along with
we'll have
matches.
to watch along with
Yeah.
matches. We can go right back into the archives and
Yeah,
dig
well,
Let's not go into the archives.
Archives.
I don't need to see old Nova Nichols running around pretending like she knows what the fuck she's doing.
Elaine Hope right now.
Hey, but just remember,
2023 onwards, Nova Nichols, you're
just
free to
remember,
watch.
You wouldn't be the version of yourself that you are now without that version. So
Dude, version of Nova Nichols now would fucking stomp old Nova Nichols. I would beat the shit out of her in a fucking heartbeat.
I would beat up 2023 Elaine with these.
Oh my god.
and here
All right.
This is Daniel Cole, Eleaine, the two of you. I can't get you getting along for longer than 5 seconds.
We're getting dragged here. He wants us off.
No, it's not even a drag. I'm just like we get it, you know, that you're all powerful and I'm weak. So
Damn
You
right
know.
you are.
yeah, I know. Well, thank you for joining us for the first episode of 3's the Vibe. I don't know why I'm doing the outro because I've mentioned in the chat that they need to wrap it up, but they clearly haven't. So whoever wants to take it off, you guys can do it, and I'll shut my fucking mouth. Okay.
Good, shut up.
Yeah,
Shut
shut
up.
the fuck up.
All right, look, honestly, this was a vibe. I think moving forward, this is going to be a lot of fun. If you guys want us to speak about a specific topic or cover something specific, please let us know.
Yes,
And-
please do.
Please.
To get that organized. You might even get us going out somewhere shopping together, doing things like that for your own entertainment.
Yes.
Come on, I'm paying for wedding. I don't have time for shopping.
I fuck with
Wedding
shopping.
planning.
Layla! Sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear my dog just losing her mind. Layla!
What I'm hearing is we're gonna bring our dogs on one
We're
day.
gonna bring our dog-
Fucking
yeah,
hell.
you guys can bring the dogs, and I've got an actual child, so I can kind of bring something along.
Okay, Bear.
But yeah,
Oh
let
my
us
God.
know what you want to see. Let us know what you want us to talk about. If you want us to bring on any guests as well, that
Please
you
let us know.
match with us
Yes.
and our energy. No, not Jason Crash. Don't even try.
Who's
And
fan?
Nah, bring him on. It'll be funny to bash him a little bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
let us know, and please make sure you catch us at our shows. Don't be afraid to come and say hello. We are always happy to mingle.
Yes.
Until next time.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Let's do
Having
this.
us.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Adios.
Because you guys don't know how the usual outros go, so I'll quickly do that.
Yeah,
Don't
do
forget
that.
don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcast. Want more from What If It's Cool? Make sure to check out the YouTube channel where you can find the live video version of this particular episode, as well as all interesting videos. And don't forget to follow What If It's Cool on all socials. It can be found at What If It's Cool. Keep that support coming. And speaking of support, if you want to support this show, support these ladies, and well, just help us out to keep the lights on, make sure to check out our Patreon. For as little as $5, you can get your name in the credits just like these people, and also just get exclusive videos, and these episodes will be released a little bit early so you can check them out. And until next time, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Bye.
Letters.
Bye-bye.